next video is The Beauty of Revenge by D Generosity. Bro has dropped a 32-minute video. I feel like this is his longest video I've ever witnessed him drop. So let's get into this, bro.
On this day, then King of England, Ethelred, ordered the death of all Danes that lived on English land. It is unknown exactly how many had lost their lives that day.
Say it again.
On this day, then King of England, Ethelred, ordered the death of all Danes that lived on English land. It is unknown exactly how many had lost their lives that day, but among the people who had perished was Genhild, the sister of Sweyn Forkbeard. And this dude was not someone to be stepped on. Bro was a Viking warrior. He pressed his dad so bad his dad fled to Germany. And he basically at the time just helped another dude take over Norway. Not the best person to have a bad relationship with. So when he heard his sister got clipped by the king, he did not take it lightly. In retaliation to this, he and his crew went on a pillaging spree, attacking with no mercy, making the locals submit to him, pressing the king more than ever. Eventually he makes it to London, where the king at, and Forkbeard looking for all the smoke. But the king is like, nah, I'm not going out like this, and brings out Thorkel. Yeah, the dude from Vinland Saga. He exists. Him and Thorkel put up a decent fight, but it wasn't good enough. With the willpower of dead sister on his side, Forkbeard's drive towards vengeance was just too strong. The Danes win the battle. Ethelred and his family is exiled, and Forkbeard becomes the new king of England. For about 3 weeks, then he fell off his horse and died or something. But for those 3 weeks, when he successfully avenged his sister's death, I bet it felt euphoric. Oh my God! In life, we're taught two things. Never use the holes you find in bathrooms, and that forgiveness is a major key to finding happiness. I mean, why else is there so many stories with there are no winners in revenge and you will get nothing out of it as their message? Being the bigger person and moving on from whatever or whoever caused your past problems. And that's a very noble thing to do, don't get me wrong. But sometimes it's just not it. Sometimes
you gotta take the Sasuke way.
I have to say, there are some cases that require you to throw hands. It's somebody
like if a nigga like if your own brother murders your whole entire clan, your mom, your dad, are you not going out for smoke right there? Like, what are we doing? Is it a game of forgiveness then, or then you find out the one who really did it? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
If spit on you, throw hands. If somebody step on your shoes, throw hands. If somebody shove you and your phone battery falls out in front of all the hoes, air the bitch out. Revenge isn't always a bad thing, but it's not always necessary. I mean, sure, there are those few cases where someone cuts you off at the freeway. Am I really going to get my revenge by cutting them off? Am I that
we might
petty?
just shoot the tires
Yeah! What you thought this was? I can't be caught looking like a grasshopper in the highway. The holes are there too. There's also large cases where someone shaboogles your entire family and clan, everybody dead.
Yeah.
You think I would want to resolve it in a one-on-one discussion? No, absolutely not. Nuts are being kicked. Indian burns will be delivered. That's the way it is. Cool. You are simply treating that person the way they treated you. I hate how since we were young that it had been bad for us to fight back. Like how at school, a dude could take your lunch money, take your phone, take your swag, take your dignity. And the moment you fight back and the teacher catches on, y'all both the bad guys.
Oh God.
And y'all both get suspended the same amount of
bro.
days.
You gotta know the teacher don't know the lore though. And then when you tell them the lore, they don't care. Wait, what you mean? This man has been picking on me for weeks after weeks after weeks. I'm just getting my get back.
On top, after it's all said and done, the administrator makes you both, you and Dragon Breath, apologize to each other.
Fuck that nigga.
What do you mean? You did nothing wrong. All you did was retaliate to them being a jerk. Yet the school wants you guys to make up like it's Barney? Nah, between both of y'all, the beef is for life. Even if you see them 20 years from now at a Walmart, it's on site. In fact, what you did was a reasonable response. But fighting bad, so... You ever thought about joining a club? Bitch, is an after-school club gonna give me my lunch money back? No. So the only other sense of satisfaction I can get is by beating their ass. And people like them need it as a learning lesson, so they don't become those super annoying adults that go up to you while you walking your dog and start petting them. Like, Who are you? And if that's too harsh for you, some people say success is the best revenge. And whoever came up with that was spitting the truth. But only if my op is failing. If they're winning while I'm winning, then I'm not really winning. I'm still losing. For me to feel like I'm winning, my wins gotta be astronomically higher than theirs. Oh, you just got accepted to Harvard? Well, I'm president, and I just signed a bill forcing you to pay 100% income tax every year, and if you don't, it's life in prison. It feels good to win. You see how beneficial revenge can be to the human spirit? It can uplift, it can enlighten, but more importantly, it's fun. And it's equally as fun to spectate. There's nothing more entertaining than people settling their beefs by publicly trying to embarrass each other. That is why rap beef is some of the best stuff that we turned into our amusement, spawning some of the most intense rivalries in history. You thought North and South Korea were on bad terms? You weren't there for Shakespeare versus Marlowe, bro. Cause in hip hop, they don't do no petty shit like threatening nuclear war. They write each other poems. Very mean ones. These are diss tracks, and rappers do it all the time. In fact, musicians in general do this a lot, dissing their opposition or competition in their own songs. And diss tracks could be about anybody. Sometimes it could be about a basketball player you just hate to see play. I get it. Sometimes it could be diss tracks against your own band members, and you guys perform it live without them knowing it's about them. There is no holding back for a diss track, and that's why I love them. There's a sort of competitiveness to it. However, most of the time when it doesn't end with someone getting canceled or dead, most of the time the beefs usually have anticlimactic endings. Like an artist starting a beef by releasing a diss track against someone, and the other person either ignores it or releases something else that is just not even worth the buzz. Example, that Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef that lasted like 3 days. Megan dropping his, obliterating Nicki with that Megan's Law line alone. Then Nicki goes on Instagram Live talking nonsense, then releases her diss track against Megan.
You released a diss track?
And I'm gonna lie, this was pretty good. I love the way the diss track sounds like a first draft.
And I'm gonna lie.
I love how she sounds like she's brainstorming comebacks to say on the track itself. I love how this sounds like a demo. I love how none of the diss lyrics hit. Greatest diss ever, 10 out of 10. Megan didn't even have to drop a track in the response, cause why would you even need to respond to this, bro? In my opinion, Nicki already lost when she married this dude. In public,
marrying a registered sex offender is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. It's crazy. But look, I don't know the story behind it. I don't think it matters, but just crazy.
None of the diss lyrics hit. Greatest diss ever, 10 out of 10. Megan didn't even have to drop a track in the response, cause why would you even need to respond to this, bro? In my opinion, Nicki already lost when she married this dude. And public interest for the beef just ended like that. Not too climactic of an ending. But wait, in interviews about her own diss track, Megan says this.
Now, I haven't heard the record yet. Are you saying names?
I'm saying a hit dog gon' holler, that's it.
God
okay.
Damn, so it's multiple people.
Yeah, whoever feel it.
So she's dissing someone else too. And when looking into the lyrics, she's dissing another man a lot.
Ooh.
And the man I believe she's dissing
Drake?
is known for getting BBLs.
Drake beefing with women too? Alright, bro. Kendrick might have just been white. I believe you pop ass with him. What do you mean? Like, what are we doing?
You see, I've been hating on Drake a lot in the past.
My goodness, this is happening on the right side of my screen.
But I feel like most of it was unwarranted. Like my Certified Boy Lover vid, I listened to like 4 or 5 songs on that album and I was like, that's it. Lesbian? Alright. And then I just made the vid. I just wanted to hate. Do I regret my actions? No, but the opinions of that video came from an unreliable source, being me. And I've learned from that. Now for this video, I did my extensive research, so I can hate more accurately. If you've been anywhere on the internet within the past week, you might have seen people discussing the feud between one of the greatest rappers, lyricists, poets, scientists, Kendrick Lamar, and a Canadian. Nah, but for real, these two are the biggest rappers in the world right now. Well, outside of Miles, of course. You also might have heard that they aren't the best of friends with each other, and that's what I'm here for today. I know, everyone has probably already heard every opinion that someone could have on this topic, because literally this has been the only thing that's been on my FYP for the past like 2 weeks. I'm pretty late to the party. My bad. My ass thought another diss track was gonna come, but at this point, it's over.
It's over, man.
I gotta hold it in. I'll wait till the end. Cause
trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. What the? What the fuck? They not like us. They not like what? What the fuck? They not like come on, bro. It's a rap, brother. Euphoria, Meet the Grams, not like us. Just straight bops, man. Just straight. Like I had to re-listen to Euphoria, and I was like, man, this is like it's a bop by itself.
I wanted to go through the entire waiting for this day, but I gotta hold it in. I'll wait till the end. Cause I wanted to go through the entire timeline of these two dudes' relationship, sneak disses, and their beef throughout the years. And the timeline starts at 2011 when Take Care was released. 13 years this timeline goes back to. From 2011 all the way to right now.
Oh, talk to me, DJ! I want to see the whole story, DJ, baby! Give it to me, baby!
First time the two collabed together was for Drake's song Buried Alive interlude. The year after, Lamar was an opening act during Drake's and A$AP Rocky's Club Paradise tour. That same year, they had two more songs together, A$AP Rocky's Problems and Kendrick's Poetic Justice. From an outside perspective, based on the amount of collabs these two were doing, these guys seem like the goodest of buddies. Until they weren't. Kendrick dropped his verse on Big Sean's Control, basically saying, I want to murder all of you. Love you though. Drake took this the wrong way and thought it was a genuine attack. Then he seemingly sneak disses Kendrick on the track The Language from Nothing Was the Same. Although Birdman, Drake's dad at the time, said the diss wasn't towards Lamar, Kendrick knew what was up. He then proceeded to diss Drake for real in his iconic Bet 2013 Cypher, which dropped the next month. There were a few other suspected sneak disses here and there, but in November of 2014, during a Days Digital interview, Kendrick was finally asked about the beef between him and Drake, and Kendrick's like, oh, nah, we cool. Huh? Well,
no beef for Drake.
I guess if Kendrick says they're good, then they must be good. The beef is over. Way to go, guys. I guess love conquers all after all. Yeah. See, after all. Yeah.
2015. Stop comparing Drake to Me Too. He don't write his own raps. That's why he ain't tweet my album, because we found out. Oh, Meek Mill. Yeah, fuck. This started that beef between Meek Mill and Drake. But when this shit happened, Meek Mill just got murdered, nigga. Back to back. That's all I can remember. Back to back. I learned the game from Jordan. Oh my God, boy. That was
C-tier rapper Meek Mill claims that Drake got ghostwriters, and he don't write his own stuff, calling him out for being a phony. By the way, the ghostwriter in question was Quentin Miller, and his side of the story makes me sad a little bit, but it's too off track. Now, how does this correlate to Kendrick and them's beef? Well, because a few months earlier, Kendrick dropped To Pimp a Butterfly, and on the track King Kunta, Kendrick disses rappers that use ghostwriters. Now, some might say this may be a coincidence. Except it ain't, because Drake dropped his best project, if you're reading this, it's too late, a month before. Sneak dissing a whole bunch of people, including Mia Khalifa, not even lying. And out of those people, of course, K-Dot was one of them. Probably, maybe. It's speculation. Sneak dissing is not concrete evidence, man. But I guess Kendrick took it personally, because he proceeds to sneak diss Drake for the next 8 years? Dang. Kendrick must be overly dedicated.
A good one.
Okay, I know I haven't made it to the modern day yet, but if you listen back to what he's released during this time, a lot of song lyrics can be interpreted as
Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story, you endorse a motherfucker. I don't even like you. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence and calculated promises.
That's him dissing Drake. And yeah, some might think, bro, not everything a Drake diss. He most likely don't like a few other rappers in the industry neither.
True.
And that would be true if it was, but it ain't. The Heart Part 4 is definitely about Drake. I remember people back then were saying, oh, it's about Big Sean. Remember Control? He's dissing Big Sean. Really?
I thought that
Look
too.
Look at these lyrics, bro. Look. Bro has a
Hold on.
Really? Look at these lyrics.
Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Don't tell a lie on me. I won't tell the truth about you. Was that he said that in that track too? My fans can't wait for me to sun your punk ass and crush your whole little shit. I'll big pun your punk ass, you scared little bitch.
Bro, look.
Wait, what did the last one say?
It's in Big Sean. Really? Look at these lyrics, bro. Look.
Tiptoeing around my name. Nigga, you lame. And when I get at you, homie, don't you tell me you was just playing.
Bro has a vendetta against Drake, and he wasn't afraid of him to know it. Drake also during this period of time has a few speculated sneak disses, but Drake was mostly busy with someone else during this time. He had other problems to deal with. Drake, for all the dogs, first person shooter, J. Cole. He casually drops a verse about the big three, saying him, Drake, and Kendrick were it. I don't know where Naruto fits in this, but one of y'all gotta bounce. This line.
I knew you were the GOAT, DJ. My nigga. I knew you were the fucking GOAT, DJ. I knew you were that nigga, boy. I knew you were. I knew it. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, man. Goats just recognize goats, bro. Goats just recognize goats, bro. Goats just recognize goats. That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. Man, oh man.
That was Drake were it. I don't know where Naruto fits in this, but one of y'all gotta bounce. This line, that wasn't even a diss. It's more of an appreciation than anything to Kendrick. But this verse, at the time, was unknowingly the start of the calm before the earthquakes. Because Kendrick responded to it, and he did not agree. Future and Metro Boomin dropped their album, We Don't Trust You, which was basically a diss album towards Drake. No filter, no sneak dissing. They made it well aware that is about him. They even had some big names on there like Travis, Cardi, The Weeknd, and Rick Ross, I guess. But the one who stole the show is easy. Kendrick.
What up, Reddit?
He did not pull his punches. Bro was dissing circles around both Drake and Cole. His wordplay was crazy. Say it's a lot of goofies with a check, I mean, Did not help Cole or Drake in the slightest that this song got mad popular on TikTok, getting it to #1 on the Billboard. Drake was getting pressed. But before he could retaliate, J. Cole came to his rescue. Damn, his diss sucked. Bro was talking some nonsense that I don't even think he believed himself. Saying Kendrick fell off and said To Pimp a Butterfly was boring? This guy criticizing niggas for being boring? He averaging one hard verse every 30 months or something. Nigga, you too. Like...
oh shit. Oh shit. That was unnecessary, bro. Fuck.
The greatest mother.
Boring? This guy criticizing niggas for being boring? He averaging one hard verse every 30 months or something. Nigga, you too. Like, come on. All right, I don't want to trash on him no more like that. Because 2 days later, after releasing his diss track, bro apologized for it.
How many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a microphone?
People clown on him for this, and it do look bad for him or anybody to diss someone just to backtrack immediately. But I think it's a sign of maturity. Cole didn't want to make the diss in the first place, but with this pressure from fans and media, he probably felt like he had to. J. Cole seems like the guy who don't want beef with no one. He a neutral soul. He's the Sweden of rap, and I honestly have nothing but respect for him for that. Remember when I said Cole backtracking showed his maturity? Yeah, Drake don't really know what that word means. Cause on April 19th, 2 weeks later, Drake responds back with push-ups. Drake's comeback to Like That. The cover making fun of Kendrick's shoe size. The title making fun of this video of Kendrick, I think. Okay. And honestly, on release...
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense, actually. That makes
title making fun of this video of Kendrick, I think. Okay. And honestly, on release, I didn't think it was that bad. You bite your tongue. Nah.
He just didn't want to be on Drake's side. That's also a possibility. That's also a possibility. That's maybe he was like, dog, I ain't really trying to take your side in this. Like, I'm favored more towards Kendrick's. Hmm, I don't know. Maybe I just think he's the type of nigga who don't want beef realistically. Who you know J. Cole to beef with? You know what I'm saying? Like like who you know J. Cole to beef with? I feel like he also, it could be both. Two things can be true. Two things can be true. That's true. It doesn't have to be one or the other. Two things can be true. And he can't smoke somebody. Yes, we know. We know this nigga can rap. He has his lyrics. I don't think it's that he didn't want dirt on him. I don't think J. Cole has that much dirt realistically. I think the most is maybe I don't know, he's cheated on his wife in the past. I'm pretty sure he's talked about that himself though, but I think just Schoolboy Q's word saying, bro, you don't want to be in this because this is personal. And J. Cole's like, this shit's not personal for me. Right? Like, this shit's not personal for me, dog. And it never was. If y'all niggas gonna get personal, then fuck that. Drake dirt? Because Drake's side is the wrong one? I mean, yeah. When Kendrick came out with the song and pretty much was like, honestly, Drake, you're just a bad human being. You're a culture vulture. You're a bad dad. You're bad for, like, you're a bad man. Like, your whole character is a human being. Once he dropped that, it changed the whole course of the rap battle. This was not about rap anymore. This was good versus evil. That's what it felt like. I was like, this is good versus evil now. If you support Drake after this, you're just not a good nigga. If you support slutting women out, if you support culture vulture niggas coming in and just taking shit from you and not giving a fuck, if you support popping pills, if you support Satan, that's where you sit. That's where you sit with Drake. That's how it felt, bro. And I was like, damn. Damn.
I didn't think it was that bad. You bite your tongue. Nah, let me specify. Only on release. I know, me defending a Drake diss track against my GOAT Kendrick that I accidentally fall on my head? Well, not recently, but let me speak. There are some lines in the track that made me think, okay, he low-key slid on that. Combined with his flow sounding strong and kind of hard, with an infectious beat, with some decent
Family
one-liners.
Matters,
like,
fucking
bro,
slid.
I won't lie. This was kind of a catchy track. Do I think it's better than Like That? Hell no! Like That is a great song. But if there were no other diss tracks released from either side after Push-Ups, I honestly think Drake wouldn't get that much dirt thrown at him. Like That is the better and more popular song. But let's be honest, it's not like Kendrick said anything too crazy towards Drake, other than an extravagant way of saying F you. This diss track alone wouldn't hurt Drake's career. That's the job for the ones after. But yeah, Drake could have easily came back from this if he ain't dropped another diss track.
Yeah.
A 2-pack of ass.
Yeah. The AI one. Taylor.
Man, I kind of liked Taylor Made, bro. It was kind of like, bro, I'm going to use niggas from your side of town to diss you just to make fun of your ass because why haven't you dropped yet? I'm going to back-to-back your ass. But, like, damn.
Made Freestyle, the second diss track Drake released on the same day.
Shit was cringe. It was ass, man. I kind of like the flow of that, bro.
Well, it was leaked first, but most likely on purpose, just so Drake could see the opinions of his fans thinking, do they like this? And when he saw a majority of his fans liked it, he drops the tape on the same day. But that's just my theory. I low-key don't even want to break this track down. It's just dumb. Like, people low-key think that Drake was playing a mind game with this AI diss track. Like, oh, Kendrick is hearing his idols talking.
Yeah, that was the game.
Criticizing him. Bro, you're typing words on a computer. How is this like psychologically threatening to Kendrick at all?
I don't think it's like obviously it's not threatening, but it's kind of like the game was more like, bro, I already know what you're gonna say. Like he kind of like the goal was to be rabbit his ass, but just because somebody tries to Eminem you can still use their jokes against. Like you can still say like, but nigga, you're still a pedophile. Like just because you said it doesn't mean I'm not gonna still say it. Like this shit is really deep. Like it's not like. You can't say you didn't see what he was trying to do, right? And clearly that shit's not gonna work on fucking Kendrick Lamar. Like he's not Meek Mill. Like that back-to-back shit is for Meek Mill. Like do that to him. But Because what? Meek Mill, Drake dropped charged up, then he dropped back to back. Killed his ass. He was done. Nigga, this is K-Dot. Like,
Dog's AI voice in the
that nigga's wanna fuck you.
How is this like psychologically threatening to Kendrick at all? There's also Snoop Dogg's AI voice in the diss track. Fuck! Now, I don't know how to feel about Snoop Dogg letting this happen. Maybe he's smart. Maybe he heard Drake's idea. He's like, dang, that sound ass. Go for it. Drake shot him.
Snoop Dogg just co-sign anything, nigga. That's
Himself in the foot with this track. And he has the nerve to try to press Kendrick, like saying, oh, you ain't gonna drop nothing. You don't want to take the spotlight from Mommy Taylor, do you? So you're not gonna do anything. So go ahead. I know you won't say something. Go ahead. Say something. Days pass by and there's no tracks. Till the very last day of the month. On a Tuesday morning, I open up IG, I see a post, and I get
so
morning
excited.
water instant.
I was so ready to stream when this shit dropped.
It's happening.
I was so ready to
Kendrick
fucking
responded
stream.
with his track, Euphoria. When I heard the opening to this track, I thought this dude was gonna diss Drake in a calmly whispering manner to death. And I was all here for it. And then the beat switched. And I was like, wait. Bro, this song and diss track is amazing. It's better than any diss track that Drake has ever released. One thing that I love about Kendrick, he's the real deal lyrical, spiritual miracle master. Dude is destroying Drake on this hard beat, saying
He is. He's a, put it to one word, he's just a master storyteller. And if you thought you were about to go up a master storyteller in diss tracks, you're gotta be crazy.
That even Gumball himself couldn't think of. Like, some of these lyrics be crazy. He exposing Drake send a cease and desist over the song like that, and that he's Canadian. This guy is exposing Drake for everything. And when he's not exposing him, he's making fun of him. He dissing the way he talks, the way he walks, the way he says the N-word. Yet Drake fans still trying to hate, like, well, like, shut your bitch ass. And in the record, Kendrick also says, you don't want to respond back, bro. You don't want this smoke, implying that he got
Take it
more
there. I'm gonna
things
take
to
it
expose
further,
him for.
nigga.
And we do see that later, and everyone loved it. We were like, dang, Kendrick really did his thing. He don't even gotta do nothing else.
Damn, get off that nigga dick.
And then he drops another one. May 3rd, 9 a.m., 6:16 in LA drops.
Yeah.
There's so many hidden meanings to the title and cover of this track.
Let me see.
6:16 in LA drops. There's so many hidden meanings to the title and
Father's Day 6/16, premiere of HBO's Euphoria 6/16, O.J. Simpson charges issued 6/16, glove on cover, troll of Drake's timestamp songs, 6 heavily associated with Drake. Oh my God! That's the thing about this nigga Kendrick. He gets too deep a lot, and all that shit goes over your head most of the time.
cover of this track, but those are not too important. Well, the cover is, but I'll get to that later. The important stuff are the lyrics. Short answer, Kendrick is basically saying, yo, your friends, they ain't your friends. In fact, they working for me. Huh? He also mentions hiding behind Twitter bots, which is actually true. On some Twitter polls, Drake would get an overwhelming amount of votes and weird quote tweets defending him. It's obviously bots though. Like, look at this poll. However, at the same time, Drake might not even be behind this. It could just be a crazed fan making a bunch of bots try to defend it.
Academics dick sucking ass.
But overall, this track was a continuation of Euphoria, saying he got ears on the street and Drake should be worried. The cover alone was a warning, but we all know Drake. He always tries to have the last laugh. Drake drops Family Matters the same night as 6/16, and it was
Family
basically
Matters
a
was
diss
heat.
towards
Nah.
everybody.
Family Matters was heat though. You cannot. What is he about to say? Because Family Matters was actually a good song. It actually was. But Meet the Grams just stomped that shit in the ground like it was never even released.
That took shots at him. He took shots at A$AP Rocky, who dissed him in Show of Hands on We Don't Trust You Too, which that album wasn't as hard, but A$AP's song was a highlight. This is The Weeknd too, because he's still butthurt he didn't sign to his OVHO label. That doesn't give any of their artists any long-term success or promotion, because Drake signs these people not to help their career, but to use them for his own music. But that's just a theory. Dissed his own crew, because apparently he didn't trust them neither. Even J. Cole caught a stray. Like, I thought this dude left a beat. Damn, neither of them like you. And of course, throwing shots at Kendrick. Now, there are a few claims on here that stand out. Saying that Kendrick was responsible for Tupac's family's estate taking down the AI diss track, which, thank God. Also claiming he was a wife beater? Now, this was news to me. So on May 3rd, 2014, Kendrick performed at the Hard Rock Hotel in Vegas for a rehab event. There's like no articles from that time talking about this incident, but I think a security guard accused Kendrick of beating up a woman during an after party. this incident, but I think
Kendrick and his entourage didn't even stay in the Hard Rock Hotel. They stayed in the Aria Hotel. Jarrell, his friend, stayed there too. They went partying later that night.
a security guard accused Kendrick.
He had a concert in Barcelona 2 or 3 days later. If you want to blame the low quality of that picture, you also have to ask yourself if going to the club after just beating a girl brutally makes too much sense. Why would he leave her alone in the hotel room he shares with his girlfriend and expect her to just quietly leave by herself? If he had really did it, he would have called someone of his entourage or even his boss to clean up his mess and make sure that she doesn't call the police or security. He had to know that he done fucked up beating up a girl so bad that her face is described as blown in. He would have known that this could destroy his career. Why would he just act like nothing happened and leave that girl alone to call the police? His girlfriend would have known about that incident. Would she be in the mood to go ziplining with him in the morning after? It's been 3 months. No victim has come forward and no charges have been pressed. There is no police report or cold hard facts that any of this happened. Just the word of a white prostitute on a YouTube channel. Believe whatever you want, but these accusations are shady.
Kendrick of beating up a woman during an after party. Bro, I could barely find any evidence of this concert even happening, let alone any evidence of accusations from any supposed victim. This just seemed like a story I'd see on Media Takeout. There's nothing supporting this. Then
But he say you hired a crisis management team to hide up the fact that you beat on your queen. And that's how it is. They be slick with it, bro. They can remove everything. That even the concert happened, nigga.
guys again with a claim that Dave Free, former Top Dog Entertainment president and Kendrick's childhood friend, was the father of Kendrick's kid because he left a heart under a pic of Kendrick's wife and kid's post, and also she don't follow Kendrick on Insta. Bro is reaching for the stars for this. How does one come to this conclusion? He also says that Kendrick hasn't gotten married yet because he knows what type of woman he likes, implying he's a if it ain't snowing, I ain't going kind of guy, which I guess would make sense for Kendrick's character, but nah, for real, it's just dumb. Drake comes again with another doodle pile of a track. And the thing is, the track sounds hard. The beat and flow are cool, but if you actually listen to what he's saying about Kendrick, he's speaking.
He just don't have any. Yeah, Kendrick's a boring nigga. You don't got nothing on him. Kendrick. I think what we learned from this whole beef, Kendrick is a boring nigga, and we also learned that it is good to be a boring nigga. So if you thought you wanted to be like Drake, if you thought that's the kind of lifestyle you wanted to live, maybe you should change your mind now. Maybe you should change your fucking mind, because that's what it should have taught you. Stay your ass the fuck inside, have very few fucking friends, and settle the fuck down. Okay? That's what it should have taught you. Stop trying to put your penis in everything that walks. Settle down, nigga. Okay?
There's like no actual substance to the lyrics. The only
ain't
line
got
that I
nothing.
think is kind of good is, you write about F the big three. It's only Big D.
D in his video proof.
But yeah, this track is worse than Push-Ups, but better than the AI diss track, I would say. Drake fans went crazy over this. They're like, oh my God, this is so good. Kendrick hits woman and Mother's Day is around the corner. What a revelation. They felt like they succeeded. They won the beef. They felt pure joy.
For an hour.
For about 10 seconds. Because 45 minutes later, Drake's murder is made public. Kendrick drops Meet the Grams minutes after
If this shit is not in Batman, I will be disappointed, bro. If this is not in Batman, or like some kind, it's gotta be in like a dark movie. Like, I will be disappointed, bro. I will. The instrumental's gotta be
Family Matters. And on this track, Kendrick bodies Drake.
The Joker. The Joker? It's gotta be in The Joker.
Minutes after Family Matters. And on this track, Kendrick bodies Drake in supervillain levels of ways. First of all, the beat of this track even sounds like a supervillain's theme music. And this eerie piano loop is playing while Kendrick is calmly rapping over and lyrically dissecting and breaking down this man's horrible alleged things he's done. Starting the track with a letter to Adonis, his son, telling his own son that he's a horrible father. He let T.I.'s homie piss on his leg in 2010, and that he could be his new mentor since his own dad ain't teaching him squat. Oh my God.
Do
Imagine
push-ups,
someone
little
telling
boy.
this to your son.
Don't
in a
get
song,
fake abs
and
like
if
your
I was a
papa.
deadbeat dad, I wouldn't let anyone else know. That's crazy. Also saying don't pay to play with them Brazilians, get a gym membership, which references Drake's supposed BBL. Most people don't know where Drake's BBL accusation comes from. Let me explain. Back in 2016, when Joe Budden and Drake were beefing, Joe Budden accused Drake of removing fat from his stomach to get abs. This type of surgery is called abdominal etching, which is fake abs. And there were some photos from back then that people found sus. The BBL part of it is just a funny joke because usually when you get a BBL, the doctors usually remove the fat from the stomach to put it in the butt. But they're really accusing him for having fake abs. In the second verse, he starts writing a letter to his mom and pops. This dude getting personal, telling them he's a sick man with sick thoughts and he should be in a cell with Harvey Weinstein, which no one would want to be in. The biggest accusation of all being he and his crew are predators. This is what got people talking the most. And he's been accused of this many times in the past, and some of his homies too. This was all public
Drake entourage member guilty of assaulting woman. Oh my god, nigga, who are the niggas you hang around, bro? Is this Baca? Not nice. Is this Baca? Because if this is somebody else other than Baca, who are you hanging with, bro?
information. Alleged public information. I ain't trying to get sued. Further digging on this accusation, saying, I've been in this industry 12 years. I'ma tell y'all one secret. It's some weird going on and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agenda.
Which was awful. Which was just awful to hear right after this nigga Drake bragged about it's only Big D and there's video proof. Like, just awful to hear after that. It was like, damn. You should have took that line out, nigga.
I've seen a lot of celebrity and political news throughout the years. If this info is true, I'm sadly wouldn't be surprised by it. These are like already crazy accusations. And remember, Kendrick is telling all this to his mom. Then the very next verse, he dedicates it to Drake's daughter? What? All right, when I heard this, I went to researching, analyzing this verse immediately. Hours upon hours of searching, trying to find out what this verse really meant. And for like 3 hours of this research, I was convinced Drake had not a daughter, but a son. Another one. I was geeking when I found this info. I thought I had Pusha T this level of evidence. But I'ma save you the internet detective journey and say everything I found was most likely lies. All those hours digging down the toilet. I've even seen some popular TikToks talking about it. I'm not gonna go in depth with what I found. All I'm gonna say is Papi Chulo. I do think the verse implies he has more illegitimate children though. I mean, we do know he be messing around a lot, so it wouldn't be too out there. And the final verse being the nail in the coffin, Kendrick basically saying, you did this to yourself. You called out my fam, so I had to stoop even lower. From the start, he been telling him, don't tell no lie on me, and I won't tell truths about you. Ending the track with F a rap battle, this a life battle with yourself.
Fuck.
Wow, this is the type of diss track you can't come back from. You would just have to lay down and reflect on your life's actions. Every line in this track is just aimed directly at Drake's soul, each shot as destroying as the next, making me think this is one of the best diss tracks of all time. Hell, it's even on par with Fleetwood Mac's. Everybody was going crazy over this, saying it's over for Drake. Bro finna disappear and start a new life at the Turks. But before that, little did we know, Kendrick was not done playing with his carcass just yet. Cause the very next day, he drops another one.
I want to tell you my secret now. I see dead people.
Not Like Us, Kendrick's fourth diss track, drops the next day.
Hey, that was hard. That was hard. That was hard. That was hard.
Very next day, he drops another one.
I want to tell you my secret now. I see dead people.
Not Like Us, Kendrick's fourth diss track, drops the next day out of nowhere. People already thought he won with Meet the Grams, but dropping this was like Kendrick showing up at Drake's funeral and blowing up the casket just to make sure he dead. Cause this track is a bop. He don't even expose nothing crazy on this track that he hasn't already said before. Bro just clowning him in the catchiest way possible. Got everyone in the world yelling, OV ho! Catchy hook, catchy one-liners, and saying Drake a weirdo. This might be the greatest song of all time. And one of the smartest choices Kendrick did for this during this entire beef was making both this song and Meet the Grams copyright free. So the popularity of this track was inevitable. A mainstream sounding Kendrick song that is free to use in any aspect? You know everyone gonna take advantage of that.
Yeah.
You hear it on YouTube, at clubs, you hear it
even
watching
Ducky's kid on God, bro. Even my son, OV ho. Can you play OVO? I'm like, bro, like, it's just too good. It's just too good.
NBA. You hear and see LeBron partying to this song. That's how you know it's fire. It was over. Even if the accusations of Drake aren't true, having a song hit #1 in the world that is an anthem about you being a predator will forever leave a stain on your legacy, no matter who you are. Drake never gonna escape this, no matter how hard he tries. But even after all this, Drake does try to. And his response to these tracks are just tragic.
We gotta definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids, it's no good diddling kids.
Drake drops his response to Heart Part 6, and dude was playing defense the whole track,
Yeah,
basically
that's
saying,
what made it just garbage.
if I did it, where the evidence?
It's just
That don't
garbage.
count. Even bringing up Millie Bobby Brown,
just shut
which
the fuck-
I'm
like-
still shocked he even brought her up. Like, why? Nobody.
Like, I get what it, like, getting called a pedo is like, it's so deep. It's very deep. But it's like, the more I think about it now, I'm like, you said shit about Kendrick and he doesn't care because he knows it's not true. So he's just like, nigga, I'm gonna just keep coming at your neck. You should have did the same thing.
Said her name, bro. You bringing her up
Like,
makes
shut
you
the
look more
fuck up.
suspicious.
Like,
He
yeah.
also accuses Kendrick of being molested when he was young because of his track Mother I Sober. And on the track, Kendrick talks about the traumas it could have on someone. Not only is dumb and horrible, because the track Drake is referring to is not about Kendrick, but Kendrick's mother, who had suffered from Kendrick's own cousin when she was younger, which I guess flew over Drake's head. Plus, even if it was true, which it's not, what kind of diss is that? You were molested. Like, what's that's horrible. And the final thing that really fumbled Drake was when he was like, bro, I got no daughter. Your moles all work for me, and they gave you that info to make you look dumb. You hired his mole just to tell him that? What a waste. That's not the gotcha you thought it was, bro. The line aged even worse with time because a few days later, the Riddler drops an expose of all the items shown on the cover of Meet the
Bruh.
Grams, blatantly exposing that what Drake said was a lie. And let me explain this vid real quick because I feel like most people don't even understand what they're looking at. So let me explain real quick. Most of the items are what I assume are Drake's clothes, jewelry store receipts. I cannot pronounce the word jewelry. But the main thing I noticed was the box of Ozempic prescribed to Drake. Now, what is Ozempic? It's a medicine to treat adults with type 2 diabetes. And when I found this out, I swear to God, my naive ass thought, yo,
You got
Drake got
diabetes.
diabetes? This the tabloid of the century. Why no one else talking about it? Come to realize people also use it to lose weight, although it's strongly not recommended to. Many people would rather take the risk of getting thyroid cancer to keep the slim, thick build, especially Drake. The Mo also shows prescribed Adderall and Zolpidem, which is a medicine for helping you sleep. It's also sometimes used as a date drug, which I know some people would want for helping you sleep. It's also sometimes used as a date.
It's also Ambien. It's also used for sleep. It's also used as a date drug because its side effects can be amnesia of events that occur while under the influence. Oh my. All right, didn't know that.
Drug, which I know some people would want me to point out, but I honestly think he's actually using it to fall asleep. Not gonna lie. Cause I would lose sleep too if I had an audition like this. Also, the tweet the Mo posted was attached with security cam footage of Drake, his security guard, and that dude from that DJ Khaled meme.
I love that. I appreciate that.
What the hell is he doing here? And the Mo says on the tweet, Drake and academics got until May 13th to drop all claims that Kendrick stole or legal action will come. And as of recording this a day later of the date, the Mo has posted moving footage of the CCTV confirming that they do got actual evidence that can support whatever he was doing this day.
Oh,
Making
wow.
all of us wonder, what did Drake and baby stroller guy do on this day? And why is it important?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen many things in my life. I've seen kangaroos versus man, kangaroos versus cars, kangaroos versus kangaroos. I like kangaroos. But out of all the crazy things I've seen, Kendrick and Drake's rap beef is one of the craziest and most entertaining thing I've seen in a long time. Kendrick is just winning at life while Drake is posting these memes on his Instagram story, acting like, oh, I'm gonna press the red button. Bro, it's over. I love seeing both fan bases participating and trying to take the other one down, especially on Twitter, to the point that people were bringing up old Metro Boomin tweets, making Metro grooming a trend. And some of these tweets are wild, but he was like 16 to 21 when he tweeted these, and I'm not the type to bash someone for old tweets. I've said some bad things and jokes too in my past that sometimes still be haunting me. People try digging for other tweets from anybody who was related to the beef, like Drake and Kendrick, but Drake ain't really have anything, and Kendrick's old tweets were just like, I'm about to go to Best Buy, so Drake fans hit a dead end. The only tweets to come out of this beef that stood out to me were the Ruby Rose ones, who's not even a part of this, but some of these old tweets do make some rappers look concerning.
Well, because there are rumors about you with
Various.
famous men. Travis Scott.
When I was younger. Oh wait, actually I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't do this game.
2014, 23, 7. Me and Soulja Boy have history, no lie. 23. God. The game just DM me. Yeah, I'm not going. I don't think it's a lie about that. The game one. The game actually DM'd one of my cousins, and at the time, she was 17. She was 17. She was 17. Yeah, bro. No lie. I remember when she told me, she was an Instagram influencer for a little bit. She got up to like 30,000 followers, and I want to say this was a minute ago. I don't know how old she is now, but yeah, she showed me, and I was like, wow. Wow. But for some reason, then I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think anything of it. Golly.
You're a victim.
Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef, I believe, will go down as one of the most iconic things to happen in hip-hop history.
I lied about Obama. Oh my. You know what? Forget it. I lied. Like, fuck it. I can't say nothing anymore. Obama is true. This is true.
The sheer number of diss tracks dropping from both sides, the years of buildup this had, it's like nothing I've seen before in this genre. This is why rap is my favorite genre of music. You can't find this kind of entertainment nowhere else. And it feels even better when the side you've been rooting on from the start wins. I feel like I've talked about everything I was itching to say about this topic. But I have one more thing to mention. If this beef taught me anything, I learned this: no matter what you do, no matter how hard it gets, never stop hating. Never stop hating. Even if it looks like they're winning, even when you're on the losing end of the stick, that doesn't mean you're incompetent. That just means you're not hating enough. Always hate your ops. Even if they did nothing wrong to you, you hate them for a reason, right? So keep hating. Always be a hater. Because when you eventually get your dub, you will experience what the beauty of revenge truly means.
Euphoria.
And in conclusion, Kendrick won.
You a poopy pants, you a poopy pants, liar, pants on fire, Kendrick, let me do my dance. I said you a poopy pants.
W mother freaking video by Degenerosity, baby. Great video, man. Another one for I feel like we watch a video almost every day about this Drake and Kendrick beef, and honestly, I'll never stop watching them because they just keep getting good. They just keep getting good, man. They're so lovely, bro. Realistically, did anyone expect Drake to win this? Because I definitely didn't. When it started, I was like, this will be fun, but I'm not expecting Drake to get a W here. Like not against him. Like, you know, if he did, I would have been shocked.